Okay, this is class 144 on the Golden Doves. Welcome to Torah Andalus. We're page 80 on the bottom. We're dealing with negativity, negative knowledge, right? And we're trying to understand what negative knowledge is about. So, negativity is not a logical proposition, right? You really have to be creative. Logic has a certain, go this way, everything is straight and geometrical. To understand negative knowledge, you can't be geometrical, right? You have to, kind of follow the dalal, right? And intuitively know which way to go. Its function is differential, not predicative. And we talk about negative knowledge, of course. We don't mean to predicate things to God. We mean to negate things from God, right? So when we say Einei Hashem, and we say by Einei Hashem, of course, we don't mean that he has eyes. We mean to say he's not unaware of things, right? That's what we mean by Einei Hashem, right? So we're not saying he has eyes. We're not even saying that he sees in the sense that we see, but we're just saying that he is aware of, or he's not unaware of what's happening, right? Quoting Harambam. Likewise, these negations neither function nor apply to him. Yeah. Even when we say something negative about God, it's not that that negative thing actually applies to God. Let me explain what this means. Except in a manner, Harambam is going to bring an example, in which, as you know, a negative proposition in which a predicate is inappropriately applied to a subject, as when one says about a wall that it does not see. So if you say that a wall doesn't see, if you understand what a wall is, you would know that a wall doesn't see. But you say a wall doesn't see because somebody doesn't know what a wall is. So you say a wall doesn't see. So okay. So when you say, God is not, you say God is not katan, right? Or God is not halash, of course, right? Negative, of gibor or gadol, right? So those categories don't apply to God in the first place. That's the point, right? Like if you understand God, you would know, well, yeah, obviously he's not halash because there is no concept of chalshut in God, right? They have this pseudo-Kabbalistic notions that somehow, God suffers when the Jewish people are not doing the mitzvot, and we have to kind of, help them. That's just, again, that just shows a complete lack of understanding of what God is, because, if you understand what God is, you understand how the concept of strength or weakness can't possibly apply to him. The same way the concept of sight or blindness doesn't apply to a wall, right? So that's a point of negative knowledge. It's important to understand that. Let's read one more paragraph. This is going to be a short class. Negativity expresses the irreducible difference separating man and God, right? So the fact that all we can say is the wall doesn't see. Well, if you know that the wall doesn't see, then what do you know about the wall? It's not like you, because you can see or you can possibly not see. But that whole concept doesn't apply to the wall, right? So what is the wall? Well, if you don't know what the wall is, then you don't know too much, right? It's the same thing with God, right? After indicating the difficulties involved in trying to describe the substance of the stars in common language, and how one is compelled to use language negatively, Maimonides added, how then would the situation of our mind be when our mind, intends to perceive what is absolutely separate from the star's substance, right? So we'll do this, we'll continue this next time, but the point is that there are certain things that are beyond the normal comprehension of the mind, and so how do you know what those things are, right? So you can speak of those things in a differential manner and say what they're not. You can't predicate things to those things. And even if you predicate, the wall is blind because it can't see. The wall isn't blind. The category just doesn't apply to the wall, right? So similarly, when you say Ha'el Gadol Gibor Ve'Hanora, you're asked to differentiate God from those very categories, right? So we'll continue next time.